If you dig the twisted, admire the outlandish, and are enamored by the unusual, you're in the right place. True crime, the supernatural, the unexplained, now you're speaking our language. If you agree, join us as we dive into the darker side. You know, because it's more fun over here. Welcome to Total Conundrum.
Warning, some listeners may find the following content disturbing. Listener discretion is advised. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, Conundrum Crew. Welcome back to Total Conundrum. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Traci. Today, buckle up, folks, because I've got a tale that's going to tickle your funny bone and send a shiver down your spine. We're delving into the mysterious world of Wrinkles the Clown.
Wrinkles? Is he the secret skincare guru I've been missing in my life?
Oh, Jeremy, you wish. Wrinkles is more of a master of scare than skincare. Picture this. A clown who doesn't bring joy, but instead terrorizes unsuspecting souls.
Terrifying clown. Sounds like a kiddie party nightmare.
You got that right. Absolutely horrifying.
Well, before we dive into the twisted world of Wrinkles, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. And for our audio aficionados on Apple and Spotify, give us a 5-star rating and let us know where your favorite bedtime story.
Absolutely. We thrive on your love, listeners. And speaking of love, we want your stories. Have you encountered a mysterious figure, a bizarre event, or maybe just misplaced your favorite stock under strange circumstances? Share it with us on social media or email us at contact@totalconundrum.com.
What's up, frickin' weirdos? My name is Kevin, and I'm the host of Where the Weird Ones Are podcast. This is a conversational podcast based on guest experiences and encounters with paranormal, cryptids, aliens, spirituality, mental health, as well as conspiracies. If these topics interest you, you can find me on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, as well as YouTube and Rumble. If you have an encounter or an experience of something that you can't quite explain, I would love to hear from you. You can reach out to me at wheretheweirdonesare@gmail.com, where_the_weird_ones_are on Instagram, and Where the Weird Ones Are on Facebook. I hope to hear from you, my friends. Question everything and stay weird.
But now, back to Wrinkles. Traci, enlighten us on the chaos this clown unleashed.
Wrinkles gained notoriety when he started appearing in the dark corners of Naples, Florida. Parents were at their wits' ends trying to explain to their kids why a creepy clown was lingering outside their windows.
Creepy clowns in Florida, a match made in, well, nowhere.
Exactly. But here's the twist, Jeremy. Turns out Wrinkles wasn't just some random circus escapee. He was hired. Parents were paying him to scare their misbehaving children into line.
What? Expert parenting there. But how did Wrinkles react to all this chaos?
Oh, he reveled in it. Wrinkles even had a phone number that you could call to hire him. Picture this. You dial the number and a gruff voice tells you that Wrinkles is watching. Talk about a personal nightmare.
Note to self, never move to Naples. So, what happened to his macabre jester?
Well, we'll get into that when I dive into the story.
Well, I guess I'll just have to wait. But before we get more into the story, a quick shout out to our podcast pals at Where the Weird Ones Are and You're Creeping Me Out podcast. We've traded trailers with them this week, so make sure to check out their shows and show them the love and support that you show us.
Absolutely. Support our fellow podcasters, Conundrum Crew. Well, should we dive into this wild clown story?
Well, hold on here. I have a fun treat for us today.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh,
A game of 50 questions.
what?
Well, 10. But who's counting?
Okay.
These questions should surely blow your mind and make you ponder all the questions of the universe.
This is a surprise.
Isn't it? I know. So, Tracy,
Okay.
spill the beans here. Okay. What's your most irrational childhood fear? And do you still check under the bed for it?
Well, E.T. scared the hell out of me just seeing the movie posters of his finger. And do I still check under the bed? Nah. I have you to check under the bed for me now.
I see how you are. I see. So, Tracy.
Okay.
Did you have a secret weapon or a ritual to protect yourself from the monster under the bed? Share your ninja moves with us. Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah?
Blanket over the head. Totally. It's like invisibility barrier.
Invisibility blanket.
That's
Got
right.
it. All right. Okay, picture this. A world where everything is made of broccoli and there's no hamburgers. How would you survive?
Oh, boy.
I told you. Questions?
I would say I would probably get sick of broccoli, but I would miss you because I know you wouldn't be able to survive without burgers.
I'd be gone. I'd be gone.
Love you, baby.
Love it. So, Tracy,
Yeah.
did you ever have an imaginary friend who turned out to be more foe than friend?
I have to say, I don't ever remember having an imaginary friend.
Okay.
So that one, I guess it would have been fun.
Yeah. Somebody to hang out with.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So, if your childhood fear was a character in a comic book, what would be its superpower and how would you defeat its arch nemesis, Captain Bedtime?
Well, I would have to say he would spray monster spray, of course. That's how you defeat all the monsters under the bed and in the closet.
Right. While you're under the invisibility blanket.
Totally.
Got it. Check.
Check,
All right,
check.
Tracy, we've
Okay.
all been there, okay? The fear of the dark. What do you do when you're afraid of the dark?
Cry or resort back to my invisibility blanket.
Okay, but what if you don't have the invisibility blanket?
I guess break out my flashlight on my phone that's always attached to my
That's true.
take care of the darkness.
That's true.
See, my phone is a weapon.
All right. Imagine a world where school buses were actually secret time machines. Where would you want to be accidentally transported to?
Bora Bora. I've heard it's gorgeous and warm there.
Okay. So not Naples, Florida?
No.
So if your childhood fear had a theme song, what would it be? And can you sing it for us?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me.
I thought you were going to say, sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
Mounds don't.
don't.
All right, Tracy, did you ever have a pet goldfish that you suspected had a secret mission to spy on you from the underwater kingdom? How did you outsmart your aquatic spy?
I would cover his bowl with a towel. Then he can't spy on me.
Putting him under an invisibility blanket?
Well, there you go.
Jeez, you use that thing for everything.
I do.
All right, last question.
All right.
Okay, this one's for 0 points.
0 points. All right.
0 points. All right, Tracy, if you had a time machine and could go back and give yourself self-advice on conquering childhood fears, what wise words would you share with the group? Pondering the questions of the universe here.
Right. I would say don't let your uncles torment you. Torment them instead.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
No?
It didn't work in my family, and it certainly didn't work in yours.
Well, if I could go back and tell myself to do it, I could be a pretty bratty kid that would really piss them off.
Good luck with that one. All right, so what do you got for us today, Tracy?
I have the story of Wrinkles the Clown.
Oh my God, I'm scared already.
Oh boy, let's see. Let me get my story up here.
All right.
All right. So, have you ever heard of Wrinkles?
I have a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
So, forget the fear of monsters under your bed or ghouls in your closet. After watching this documentary, I have unlocked an old fear. Do you suffer from coulrophobia?
Cool. What?
It's an abnormal fear of clowns.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
It is. Well, if you did not before, you may after I dive into the story of Wrinkles the Clown. I was going to start out by sharing a short YouTube video with my wonderful co-host here, but there's no sound in this video, and I know great podcasting, Traci. However,
but we can add it to our YouTube
we can add it to our YouTube video.
We will.
And we will add it. Yes, definitely. But I'm just going to, for those of you that are listening, I'm just going to kind of go through and explain this video. So it's like a CCTV. There's no sound. I believe it was black and white.
Yeah.
And there's a little girl sleeping in a bed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a trundle bed. And all of a sudden, slowly, this trundle starts to open. Slides out. And there is a horrific looking clown.
Freaky ass clown.
That is under the bed in this trundle. And then he gets up. He smells one of her stuffed animals.
Creepy.
Yeah, puts it on the bed next to her. And then he proceeds to walk over and cut the video.
Yeah.
So we will include a link to this video in our show notes. And we also will, like I said, if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to view it. So I found this documentary on Tubi, and it's called Wrinkles the Clown. So it piqued my interest. And a few minutes in, they played the video that I just discussed. And my first thought was, what in the horrifying hell did I just watch? I almost literally pissed myself watching that video.
I literally did piss myself.
Did we unlock an unknown fear of clowns for you?
No, I was just too lazy to get up and go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
It was so interesting. I couldn't stop.
That is hilarious. All right. So who is Wrinkles the Clown? Well, we do not truly know.
What?
No, he keeps his identity a secret. And he will not unmask or speak in his real voice, for he doesn't want to be harassed. And in the documentary, he states that he's a 65-year-old man from Naples, Florida.
Well, that explains it. Oh, no, a Floridian? Well, at least I guess it's not Ohio this time.
Yeah, we recently took a trip to Florida this year. It was my first time being there. I didn't see any weird Florida cases but we weren't there that long. I suppose if you're there longer.
Yeah, not long enough to get mugged. So.
Yeah. Well, in and out. It was fun though. Well, they keep his face hidden from the camera, but give us a backstage view of his life. He lives in a white conversion van that he has converted into a camper. Yep.
What else would he live in?
We all know the stereotype of the van. And when he retired, he wanted to do something different to make extra cash. So he decided to try his hand at being a party clown.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could think of better ways to make extra cash.
You would make a great clown, especially with your dance moves.
Oh, I got moves like Jagger. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do. Unfortunately, he was not getting any calls or gigs. One day, he was on eBay and he came across a clown mask that he just had to have. A sadder, angrier version of the typical clown mask. Wrinkles, blacked out eyes, truly horrifying. It was perfect. He decided to change the way he was going about clowning. Parents threatened their children with Santa Claus once a year to curb their naughty behavior. Well, What if there was an option for every day? Enter Wrinkles the Clown. A clown dressed in a typical one-piece clown suit, red in color, with white polka dots, black rubber gloves, and a horrifying, wrinkly clown mask. He is usually seen carrying a bouquet of balloons as well.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
No,
Jeez.
not at all. Wrinkles decided he needed to make himself known. He first staged the video that we watched previously, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
He made it look like CCTV to give it that extra creep factor. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
Wrinkles found that he himself could not fit in the trundle under the bed. However, his much smaller friend could, so he volunteered. This video is totally staged, and the little girl is also an actor. Sigh of relief, but still horrified.
Freaky.
He then created a social media account called @Have You Seen Wrinkles? And it's HVU Seen Wrinkles. He started to go to different places and staging sightings via photography and video. Lastly, he had a sticker printed out that he placed all over town. The sticker has his name and phone number and #WrinklesClown. The picture of this sticker will be, and his posters and stuff, we'll put that in our blog and on our socials. But from just these few steps, he blew up. Totally. His business model is to dance at parties or scare naughty kids. Nice motto. Wrinkles said that his favorite scares are the ones that pay the most. Noted. And he does not utilize any weapons to scare the kids. He simply stands outside their home or knocks on a window and just stares. Creepy as hell, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Anybody staring at me is creepy as hell.
Then there's so many people that actually do have fear of clowns.
Oh, totally. Like legit fears. There's people that, well, I have a box of clown stuff that my great grandma left for me. And where is that box of clown stuff?
I don't know.
You've never seen it, have you?
No.
Because it's in our storage shed. Because those clowns are creepy as hell. I mean, they're the ones that have like the old school creepy faces, and then they have like crocheted or knitted limbs, like spirally arms and legs and blocks. And yeah, not gonna. I keep them because I loved my great grandma, but they're not going in our house.
So why keep them?
Because they were my great grandma's. I can't get rid of them.
I don't know if that warrants that.
So the documentary then played a bunch of sound bites of parents calling Wrinkles, and you could hear the kids screaming in utter fear in the background. I, at first, was appalled by this. However, when you think about the scenario with jolly old St. Nick, what do we tell our kids around Christmas time? We tell them that they must be good, or Santa won't come, or he'll bring them coal. Or in other countries, you have Krampus, and he's a whole other story of his own. So I can't be as critical as I wanted to be at Wrinkles' business idea. It works, I guess. So Dr. George Holden, a children's developmental psychologist, stated that parenting using Wrinkles to get their children to behave is psychological maltreatment and a form of child abuse. And he also stated that using this too much is called the misguided terrorization of a child.
Welcome to the 80s.
It is so funny that they even have to put that in. No, this wasn't even the 80s.
Well, no, I'm saying that's when
we grew up, yeah, everything was, I mean, fear factor was everything.
Yeah, that was the tactic of parents.
Yes. If you don't do this, you're going to die.
You don't listen, you got it coming.
Yeah, definitely. So in the first few years, Wrinkles received over 1.5 million voicemails.
And hopefully you just hit the delete button on all of them.
These were from parents wanting to hire him or simply scare their children by hearing Wrinkles' voicemail message. He also receives calls from kids, whether it's a dare from friends Or they also call and leave him threatening voicemails in general. And side note, I have called this number and I did leave Wrinkles a voicemail. I asked him if he would come on and be interviewed for the podcast, but he has not called me back.
Shocker. Yeah, because he didn't want to give up his anonymity in a documentary, but he wants to give it up to you.
Well, no, he wouldn't have had to give it up to me. I just wanted to interview him, so it could have been I told him over the phone. I just wanted to ask him some questions. I didn't want to ask him who he was.
Oh, sure.
So, Wrinkles, if you're listening, we just want to bring you on.
Just want to ask you some questions, dude. Like, what's your name? Your social security number?
I already got your phone number, and I know where you live.
Yeah, you live in a clown house.
No, he lives in a van, remember? Down by the river.
Yeah, same thing.
Can't be too many rivers in Naples. So they interviewed children who had encountered Wrinkles online, and they wanted to know if he was real. So even though the parents were not aware, these kids were calling Wrinkles and threatening him, or in one case, praising him. After calling, one of the kids literally took his bed off his frame and put it on the floor, for he was scared that Wrinkles would show up under his bed after he threatened him. All right, so you're going to have to check our bed now, because once this goes live, he might show up under our bed too.
Sweet. Well, then you'll get your interview.
Maybe. There you go.
If we survive.
Another boy praised him, gave him his number, and asked him to text or call. The boy started creating his own creepy clown videos and talked about when he had kids, he would want to scare them in the middle of the night, and demonstrated what he would do. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that picture at all.
His parents might want to keep an extra eye on that kid.
Right? Like installing motion detectors at the entrance of their bedroom or sleeping with one eye open.
A little cookie.
That kid was creepy.
Yeah.
Lastly, a little girl made multiple threatening calls to Wrinkles, cussing a lot and telling him she would hurt him and kill him. The mother listened to the filmmakers playing back the audio and laughing, saying, "It was cute. Parent of the Year award." As I was watching the documentary and taking notes, I looked up and poof. They showed his face. I was like, damn, the filmmakers just outed him.
Oh, shit, really?
Well, plot twist.
Because
this cut to a scene, to a dark room with a man sitting there. He speaks out and announces, with a voice digitizer on, of course, that he is actually Wrinkles. And they wanted the documentary to portray Wrinkles as he sees him or how others view him. But in reality, he drives a nice car and has a home.
Hey everyone, this is Maria with your Creepin' Me Out podcast. If you are into the paranormal, true crime, and just plain weird, you're going to want to listen to our podcast. My friend Jessica and I talk about all things weird and creepy, from the Hat Man to alien abductions to your creepy encounters. And that's where you, the listeners, come in. We are working on making more content for you for what your spooky little hearts desire, which means, you guessed it, we need your stories. You can email them to ycmopod@gmail.com. You can also find a link in our Instagram where you can leave a voice message. You can follow us on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter at ycmopod. Thank you for listening, and stay creepy, my friends.
A few years after Wrinkles blew up, other people started dressing up as clowns and terrorizing people all over the U.S. Wrinkles said he did not appreciate what they were doing, for they were using weapons and trying to lure kids into the woods with promises of candy and money. He was afraid it would hurt his business in the long run.
Worried about his business.
So there is a long list of horrible clowns. To name a few, we have Mr. Punch, the Punch and Judy show, one of the first evil clowns. Do you remember them?
No.
They were like puppets.
I don't think so.
I think it was more in the 70s. We got Joker from the Batman.
Okay.
And that smile The
Yeah.
Joker smile. If that's not anything that'll creep you out, I don't
It's
know what
always
will.
a good one, yeah.
And if I remember, he had a pretty cackly, weird laugh too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. How about this one? The clown scene from Poltergeist.
I honestly don't remember that scene.
You don't?
No, I'm going to have to now go back and watch Poltergeist because I do not remember a clown even being in it.
Oh my gosh, he's laying in bed and there's the lightning and the thunder.
Okay.
And he's counting in between, the lightning goes or the thunder goes, whichever was first. And then he's counting 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And then it kept getting closer and closer. And there was the creepy tree outside of his window.
What if you just ruined the whole movie for everybody listening?
If you haven't seen the Poltergeist by now, I'm sorry, you deserve to have a spoiler alert.
I don't know. Things come back into trend,
Well,
I mean, I don't remember that scene, and now you just kind of blew it for me.
Well, I won't tell you what happens then. I'll
Okay.
stop it. But I did some research on cursed movies at one point, and this clown, actually, I won't say if it's in this scene or another scene or whatever, but he attacks him.
Okay.
And this clown was mechanical, kind of like an animatronic.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought he was acting really well with all of his screaming and everything. The clown literally malfunctioned and almost strangled him to death.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah,
So
I probably wouldn't work on that set again either.
no. Well, not only that, again, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, fast forward about 10, 15 seconds. The scene at the end of the movie where the mom falls into that mud pit and then all those skeletons are floating around.
I don't remember that either.
Jeremy, we're going to have to watch
It's been like 25 years, seriously.
These are
Come on.
like, do you remember the girl going up to the TV?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those skeletons in that mud pit.
It was Jeopardy, right? Playing on the TV? No. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
I know. But they were actually real skeletons of real people. They had gotten them from some
school or something.
Yeah, something. And the mom wasn't aware of that in the scene.
And I remember that to be true because I read a story on how they did that back in the day.
Right.
Movie sets.
Yeah.
That they a lot of times had to rent props from
scientific places or whatever.
Universities or whatnot.
So the next one, Pennywise. That
I like Pennywise.
I hadn't watched that. That movie freaked me out so bad. And I was terrified of it. And then you started watching it this last year, I think, when the new ones came out.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem so bad.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember. It didn't freak me out as bad as it used to.
I mean, usually with a lot of those movies, it's like after the first one, the rest of them just kind of, But yeah, it was real good.
Yeah, they did a good job at redoing it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, don't forget about Pogo the Clown.
Pogo.
Do you know who
Is
Pogo
he like a
is?
pogo stick?
No.
Jump on his back. He's got spring legs.
That would be good.
No?
So, nope.
Okay.
Pogo the Clown was a serial killer.
Oh, really?
Does that ring a bell?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Doesn't he go by another name or?
John Wayne Gacy.
Okay, yeah.
The Killer Clown.
Killer Clown.
So, well, let's leave the clowns at the circus and Halloween and the displays, and I would be just fine with that. But we still do need to get a Pennywise for our Halloween display.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would really like that spirit one.
Yes, the one that launches.
That really nice
yeah.
one.
So, people, we can't find one. They
We'll
don't make them
one.
anymore.
We'll
So,
make one.
There you go. We'll make one. Either that or if you do find one, let us know. Well, the legend of Wrinkles lives on, but he's sort of retired now. Rumor has it he's enjoying a peaceful life sipping cocoa, and scaring the grandkids.
Nice. That's the way to be.
Yeah, so that is my story. I wanted to do something kind of fun, something kind of different, something that you wouldn't.
I really approve.
Something that you would not get mad at me for.
Your true crime stories make me want to weep and pull out my own eyes.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
But our listeners love them.
I mean, I'm in it for the long haul. So.
You are. You are such a trooper.
At least today.
At least today. Maybe tomorrow will be different.
Probably will be.
So, for news and updates, again, we have
merch.
We have merch, and it is so cool. I cannot wait to get it.
We've already purchased our own merch.
We have, and I want more. Purchased a couple things, and I definitely want more. And to look at that merch and to purchase it, you can go to bonfire.com/store/total conundrum. I'm telling you, we did a few different options. There's different qualities of t-shirts,
different colors.
There's stuff for the little guys, little
tykes,
little onesies. There's tote bags, coffee cup, a really nice baseball hat, and we all like sporting the baseball hats.
Oh yeah.
Especially on those bad hair days.
Which is every day for us.
Yeah. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff out there. And you got the cute little pink brain on it. And, it helps us. And it, gives you an excuse to sport a new sweatshirt or t-shirt or whatever.
They look good, people. They look good.
And I forgot, there's a promo code.
10%.
Yep, TCP10.
TPC10.
So at checkout, if you enter in TCP10, it'll give you 10% off your total order.
That's good until the end of the holidays?
It's good. I didn't put an expiration date on it right now. So
very nice.
Yeah, and we'll try to think of some more fun ideas to put on things. And hopefully in their store themselves, they'll add more items because it would be nice to have stickers and keychains and whatever. We might just order stickers and keychains and stuff separately, and then we can.
So we might end up having two different stores.
We may, because
our website does already have a store. We just haven't set it up.
Right, and it would be fun to have some different things because, basically they were clothing and that was about it. But
I would
nice.
really like a Total Conundrum sticker. I would too. I would personally really like that. Or maybe a magnet that I could put on the refrigerator.
I would like that too.
Maybe a keychain for my car keys.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe it'll have like a neon light, flashes. I can say, Alexa, find my keys.
Well, be careful. She's not muted.
and
so we could hook up or maybe something a Total Conundrum thing that can hold like an Apple hair tag.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a tile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, people?
We've got ideas.
That's all we got for today.
That is. And you guys, we really appreciate everything. We appreciate all the wonderful listeners that we have. We appreciate all the wonderful podcasters that we have encountered in our little group. Everybody has just been amazing.
Awesome. Totally awesome.
Totally awesome. And that's all we have. So keep on creeping on, everybody.
All right. Keep on trucking, people. All
Goodbye.
right.
We love you.
Love you. Thanks for hanging out with us here at Total Conundrum. Please make sure to check out our website and blog at totalconundrum.com for news, upcoming events, merch, bloopers, and additional hysteria. You never know what will pop up, so be sure to follow along. If you want to show your support for Total Conundrum and gain access to all of our bonus content, please visit our Patreon page. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The links are available in our show notes. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, or stories to share, please email us at contact@totalconundrum.com. Episodes are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. We appreciate the love. Keep on creeping on, mother cluckers.